Anyone who wants to beat Bobby Flay needs to be more than just a great chef. They'll also need to be in peak physical condition. And believe it or not, so will the audience. Why are the audience members of Beat Bobby Flay so enthusiastic? Maybe it's the excitement of culinary masters battling it out. Or maybe it's because they're getting paid.
So I heard Bobby's taking everybody out to lunch today. Is that true?
According to one audience member who shared their experience on Reddit, tickets to attend tapings are not only free, but audience members are in fact paid between $60 and $68 to show up. Fans can apply for free tickets or opt for the paid experience by filling out a simple online form. There are some catches, of course. Besides not being able to eat the delicious food that's being cooked in front of you, if you do happen to snag a ticket, you'll have to stand for the entire taping. Audience members are expected to bring enthusiasm, and it's much easier to do so when they don't have the option of sitting back in a comfy chair. As one former audience member described it on Reddit, the experience was a bit much. If you get a chance to attend a taping, you'll also have to fill out some paperwork, specifically a non-disclosure agreement. It's not because you'll be a witness to anything nefarious. The producers simply don't want anyone spoiling an episode before it airs. One of the most common questions fans of Beat Bobby Flay have is whether the host has the inside scoop on his challengers' signature dishes. Apparently, he doesn't. Flay himself explained to Delish, "People always ask if I know what the dish is beforehand, but I don't want to know. To me, that's the whole fun of this." With 3 James Beard awards already under his belt, staying in the dark lets Flay keep things challenging in the kitchen. Former contestant Tatiana Rozana confirmed on Reddit that Flay doesn't know what dishes his challengers are preparing. Once he finds out, he only has 10 minutes to look over the pantry and come up with his game plan. This approach keeps the competition as fresh as the show's ingredients and adds to the suspense. While they might keep their star in the dark, the producers of Beat Bobby Flay know exactly what's going on with the signature dishes. It makes plenty of sense. They've got to have everything prepared for both chefs to do their best, and that'd be difficult if they were missing key ingredients or cookware. According to a Redditor who spoke with a contestant on the show, the producers know what ingredients go well with the surprise element in the first round and stock the kitchen accordingly. For the second round, they ensure the kitchen is stocked with the ingredients the challenger requested, as well as similar ingredients likely to be used. While Flay might not know the dish being prepared, there may be another way the producers are attempting to tip the scales in their star's favor. According to another Redditor, the producers tend to choose challengers whose dishes fall within Flay's wheelhouse, though this hasn't been officially confirmed. Regardless, while it doesn't exactly seem fair that the producers could choose something that Flay already knows how to cook, it wouldn't really be entertaining television if the challenger presented an extremely unique dish that Flay had to admit he has no idea how to make.
Liver and onions.
Yes! What you know about liver and onions, Bobby?
I haven't cooked liver and onions in 30 years.
While it may seem obvious, it might be nice to know that people aren't having to fly in to compete against Bobby Flay on their own dime. Contestants come from all over to take on the acclaimed chef, and for doing so, the Food Network makes sure to cover their flights and accommodations. So even though someone is probably signing up to lose to Flay on national TV, they still get a trip to New York out of it without all the hassle of travel planning.
But Bobby, this isn't the last you'll see me, my friend. I'm coming back for you.
Contestant chef Cam Warren shared his experience on the show with The Takeout, revealing that the Food Network provides challengers with cars to and from the filming locations, and they even cover the costs of the hotel. All of this helps make the experience as smooth as possible for the contestants. While not all reality competition shows provide this kind of support, Beat Bobby Flay goes the extra mile to ensure challengers' budgets are well taken care of, allowing them to focus on what truly matters, cooking up their best dish to try and take down the culinary legend. The casting process for Beat Bobby Flay is a bit more complicated than pounding on the door of the studio while screaming, "Hey, I can cook better than Bobby Flay," as Tatiana Rozana revealed in her Reddit post. Before you even get a chance to throw down in the kitchen, the show's producers want to get to know you a bit better. So challengers are typically interviewed in advance via Zoom or sometimes over the phone. During the talk, potential challengers discuss their food background and signature dishes. It's a crucial process for the show's producers to gauge who not only has the right culinary chops, but who also might bring a bit of drama to the kitchen. It's a relatively slow-moving process as well, as these interviews can happen anywhere from a couple of weeks to a couple of months before filming. It's the same after the cameras stop rolling. Episodes can take anywhere from 6 months to a year to air after production wraps. Once chosen, flown in, and Ubered to set, contestants aren't just tossed out in front of an enthusiastic audience to make hay. Before the cameras roll, they're given a brief but essential walkthrough of the Beat Bobby Flay kitchen. Cam Warren revealed that this quick orientation lasts about 3 to 4 minutes and gives challengers the opportunity to familiarize themselves with the kitchen layout. Time flies when you're on TV, so the walkthrough is crucial for contestants to maximize the amount of time they spend cooking, as opposed to wandering around the set looking for ingredients and tools. Even with the walkthrough, though, it can be a little overwhelming for those who usually don't prepare their food in front of a bunch of people standing in their kitchen. In those instances, the Beat Bobby Flay team turns to something we all could use every once in a while: a pep talk from Guy Fieri. Some contestants have mentioned receiving a bit of motivation from the fellow Food Network star, helping them get mentally prepared to face off with Flay. If psyching out Bobby Flay with some mind games before the show is part of a contestant's plan to take down the chef, they're in for a dose of disappointment. Same goes for those who might be looking to cozy up to the judges to find out their preferences on key ingredients. Challengers don't get the chance to meet Flay or the judges before the cameras start rolling. So when they're thrown into the fire that is network television, they're having to take it all in at once. According to several past contestants, there's no pre-show handshake or briefing with Flay. But that's not to say he keeps his fellow competitors at a distance. Tatiana Rosana says he's also not above a post-show hug when all is said and done. Keeping this secluded setup means that both the challengers and the judges are experiencing things for the first time during filming, helping make for an organic and suspense-filled dynamic. For the judges, sometimes the best meals are the ones served cold. That's not a weird take on an old saying, that's just a fact. Since each dish takes around 15 to 20 minutes to be thoroughly judged, some of the dishes that come later on lose that fresh out-of-the-oven appeal by the time it hits someone's mouth. On top of that, according to a tasting table interview with frequent guest judge Robbie Schultz, the judges participate in a private tasting session before making their final decision on camera. The producers also help the panel out by not making it a memory test. They'll sometimes step in to jog the judges' memories about specific flavors or details associated with a dish. That way, they're able to fully focus on the plates in front of them without having to bother with filing away any mental notes. Some of you might need to take a deep breath and get ready for a harsh truth about reality TV. What you see in the episode isn't always how things really went down. Some of the most successful reality shows rely on clever editing, and some playing with the timeline to amp up the drama. But when it comes to Beat Bobby Flay, they keep the drama in the kitchen, not in the editing room. According to multiple sources, the show's editing is designed to capture the true essence of the competition. Contestants have noted that the footage used in the final cut is often quite representative of what happened on set, with many feeling that the show accurately portrays their experience. On Beat Bobby Flay, what you see is largely what you get: talented chefs duking it out for culinary supremacy. No need to hype up the drama on something like that. When you're watching Bobby Flay do his thing on the show, just know that he might be in the middle of a double-header. On a typical filming day, the crew of Beat Bobby Flay will shoot 2 episodes of the show back-to-back, with each taking about 4 hours to complete, once time for camera adjustments and lighting is factored in.
Are you guys finished?
No, not quite.
Oh, okay.
You got somewhere to be?
Well, yeah,
On the Wingtastic YouTube show Hot Ones, Flay explained that both episodes will usually be wrapped up pretty early, which he found useful in helping with volume in production. He said, "We shoot 2 primetime episodes. Basically by 5 p.m. in the afternoon, we're done. And so I can do 50 episodes in 25 days. It's great." There is a bit of TV magic involved, however. While the competition might seem like it's non-stop cooking action, there are a few strategic pauses thrown in. The mini breaks don't last more than 3 minutes, but it's enough time for the crew to make necessary camera adjustments and ensure that they're getting the best footage possible. If you're looking to participate in an episode of Beat Bobby Flay as a contestant or even as an audience member, you better be in shape. We've already established that audience members are paid to keep their energy up and stay on their feet, but it might not have dawned on you just how exhausting an experience it is to compete. With the equipment blasting heat as well as the toasty set lights, it can get pretty hot in the studio, and contestants don't have time to take a seat. When you add in a ticking clock and the pressure of a studio audience watching their every move as they try to achieve culinary perfection, it's no wonder that contestants can work up a sweat. That Bobby Flay charisma can't be contained just for the cameras. Apparently, what you see is what you get with Flay. As Chef Palak Patel, one of the few chefs who've managed to beat Bobby Flay, said he was, quote, just as charismatic in person as he is on TV. She shared on her blog that he made a genuine effort to learn about her cooking and even cracked a few jokes to calm her nerves during the intense competition. Flay's ability to stay friendly and approachable while maintaining his confidence is one of the reasons he stands out. A Redditor who attended a taping of the show and admitted to being a bit of a Bobby Flay obsessive said that the chef lived up to their expectations. They went on to describe Flay as, quote, a bit arrogant, a bit funny, and overall super fit, which seems to confirm what we see on our screens.